In order to do this, you need to make sure you've got some key vocabulary. For example, some really good vocabulary like sehens, Würdigkeiten may be listed. Best to have it listed with the fact that it is plural. Maybe you want to remember that Verwandte are relatives, and words like that. Key structures. By key structures, really, I mean the thing I attached to show my homework. Here it is. Here are the key structures. We brainstormed these on Wednesday during the lesson. Okay, so I obviously haven't put all the English on there. I copied them down after the lesson, but that's something you may wish to consider doing, particularly if you don't know what they mean. Okay, so by key structures, that's really what I mean. Some sequencing words, that's what we did today in the lesson. Words like am Abend or zuerst, and perhaps you'd like to illustrate somewhere how you would use those. Zuerst plus word order to, and give an example. And I think most importantly, something we haven't covered yet is perhaps have a think about how you can give some opinions in the past. I think I did one today, for example. Es hat mir gut gefallen. And those are the sorts of things I'm perhaps looking for. Remember, we've also done some nice vocabulary like all in all. And an important part of your holiday will, of course, be the weather and maybe the food and drink. So feel free to add anything about that at all. So Wetter und Essen und Trinken. We will be covering these aspects as well as Unterkunft and Mahlzeit, accommodation and meal times. Okay, so I've asked you to do a vocab sheet. I don't actually mind what kind of format that takes. As you can see, I used an app called Poplet to actually produce that on the iPad. There are some web-based applications. I think it's called bubble.us, which will do sort of mind maps and flowcharts and diagrams like that. That's something you can consider. You could even produce a kind of a video if you prefer. This video is used with something called Explain Everything. You can do some small flashcards, revision flashcards, so any kind of revision or vocabulary aid at all, but it really must include those 4 things that I said. The key vocabulary, so more complex vocabulary, key structures, which is this pink perfect tense sheet, the sequencing words, and the opinions. And, you know, by all means, if you can leave space to add anything else. Remember, this vocabulary aid is for you and your classmates, so make it nice and neat and nice and clear, and obviously only spend the required amount of time on it.